As artists, it's really common for us to fall in and out of love with projects we had in our past. One of our primary jobs is to evolve. I think it's important to acknowledge that we're not always going to love what we've released in the past. You wouldn't want an artist to be having a 20, 30, 40-year career and still be doing the same thing they were doing when they were 18 or 19. Embrace the evolution. Part of that evolution is that your old stuff will not appeal to you in the same way. But the thing I've found when I work with artists and with my own music is that we'll come back around to it. We'll warm up to it. So just give yourself the opportunity to warm up to it again before you just strip it from the world and get rid of it. I think another point that's extremely relevant today is that people don't need to see your fully formed self. We might feel like, oh, I have this perfect idea for an album or this track, and until I achieve it, then nothing else is worth sharing. But this day and age, the glossy, perfectly finished final version of ourselves is not necessarily what people want to see. People want to relate to your journey just as much as they want to relate to that perfect finished song that you're like withholding from sharing on social media or not releasing to streaming services until it's just exactly the way you want it. People want to be brought into your process, and if they see something from 4 years ago, and then 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, and then a year ago, and even 6 months ago, and then you release that fully formed song, you're really going to relate to people because they're going to see this thing 4 years ago and see how it grew and evolved, and they're going to see your sound, and you're going to inspire people to like connect not just to your perfection but to your imperfections along the way, and that's going to create a deeper bond with the people who follow your art. And finally, you don't really know how you're going to feel about anything you did in the past 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. Allow yourself a little grace. You might actually inspire your future self. And that's a big deal because we all need inspiration at times. If the 19-year-old version of yourself can inspire the 27-year-old version of yourself, then that's a very, very powerful thing. And it happens all the time. Maybe you don't like the production. Maybe you don't like the songwriting. Maybe it was crude. Maybe you have so many things now that you would do differently. But maybe there was a little spark there. Maybe there was a little attitude. There was a little swagger that you miss. I miss that in myself. I miss that in my art. And it inspires you to go back and grab that and then integrate it into the new things you're working on. It's a really important thing to consider. But you know what? Maybe you do need to delete everything. I know there are reasons. Maybe you have personal changes in your life. You don't want to be that person anymore. You don't want it out there. I'm not saying it's something you should never do. But just consider the next time you're tempted to just trash something you did in the past, just maybe be easy on yourself. Hey, it's not my thing right now. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to listen to it. Maybe somebody will. And then I'm going to keep doing my thing and moving forward. If you'd like me to cover more topics like this, feel free to let me know in the comments below.